Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it like a motherfucking smack at it. Bye. Look, in a menudo style direct fashion, we're going to get into the content. Hit your like and subscribe button. Put notification bells on all so that we're directed in the direction of the dope content. I appreciate all the support. I've been gone a couple days, man. I was sick. I was under the weather. I don't know, man. Just something got me, right? So I had to lay it out for a couple days. But I'm back, and it's all good. And as soon as I get back to the YouTube yardita, like Cholo Juan likes to say, I see videos about me. What's new, huh? But there's a video that was made by Cholo Juan, and I felt like I should react to what he was saying. Now, I cannot show you clips of his videos due to copyright infringement, I just don't know where his mind's at. Some people, you know, they don't like people to react to their shit. It's just what it is, man. I've already given him the green light. I left a comment on his video. He can react to any, because yeah, he said the same thing. He can react to anyone can react to any of my videos anytime they want. No questions asked. I don't report you. I'm not with them shenanigans. Do your thing, man. All content is good content. I ain't mad at you, right? It's real life. It's just what I do. I'm a real one about that. But it is what it is. So just until he gives me that green light, I can't do that. But I will say this. You know, he had a lot of good to say about me and a lot to say, period. And it's crazy because I've always supported Cholo Juan's propensity for the come up. I see what he's doing. I like his get down. He's funny. Tap into his channel. Go like, go support. The Vato is on the other side of the fence, though, when it comes to me, right? On the streets. And he's absolutely right. Our politics are different. Our get down is different at this point. But I know everything he's going through because I went through it already. You understand? So, you know, he didn't shoot no shots. He kept it real. And I got to keep it even realer when I say gracias. You know, I appreciate that for being able to be a man and separate the status and the politics and all that from what's going on right here on YouTube. Because right here, this ain't shit, bro. This is just entertainment. This is just people trying to get a bag. This is just hood news. You know, whereas on the calles, it is what it is. Hey, it's all professional, my boy. If we have to do what we got to do, then we got to do what we got to do, right? I've always been of that understanding, and I ain't tripping. Doesn't matter what side of the fence I'm rocking on, I'm still rocking, you know? But it's all good. So, you guys know a week ago, I called Wack 100 on the phone, and I was trying to get down to the bottom of the bullshit, the bottom of the barrel of the bullshit on what happened with him and that other guy. I ain't going to say the other guy's name, because I made a promise not to myself, right? But if it slips, it slips. But I'm not disrespecting nobody. But anyways, Wack 100, I went on there. Anyway, subsequently, since all that happened and Wack 100 went on that guy's channel, went on that guy's podcast, you know, people felt like he basically punked that dude on his own podcast. Later on, it got real tricky. He started screaming at him. It's all good. So when I called Wack 100 and he started screaming at me, I was fully prepared. I had a loaded clip. I already know the best way to get over on Wack 100 is to let him fucking scream over himself and just say, nope, nope. And I played him out of pocket. And there's a lot of people, how could you let him disrespect your heifer? I can't stop a man from disrespecting anyone. He did what he did and he got laughed at, right? Should I have engaged with them? Some people are going to think it's childish, but I'm going to stand my ground against a man that's disrespecting me. I ain't going to go too hard. I'm just going to let him know, bro, you're not fazing me whatsoever. What you're saying does not count. Because you're a non-counter. Which I think by this time we all believe when it comes to the raza, Wack 100 doesn't count. So I got to double back. And say initially when I first did my first video on that other guy, the blue guy, right? I wasn't trying to bully him like people are saying. I wasn't trying to put him on blast. But I felt because he had mentioned me so many times in other videos, now was my time to point out the bullshit. Now it was my time to point out the selective politicking, as you would say, right? How it seems like raza goes harder on each other and treats each other like shit. But when it comes to Africanos or whites, they got open arms. They want hugs, right? They want to give them a hug. And I felt that way when that dude brought him on his podcast, because if you're calling a person a rat, you're calling a person a fucking sheriff, you're calling a person a this, a that, a fed and all that, you had plenty of opportunity to say, Charlie, I don't want that dude on my fucking channel. I don't give a fuck who he is or what clout he brings. I'm cool, bro. I'm with the business. I'm not with that business. But instead, he brought him on there, and look what happened. Okay, look what happened. If I was to go, if someone was to invite me to that, he would shut it down. Hell no, I don't want that fool. That fool's a dropout. I don't want that fool on my channel, right? Exactly. But you bring someone who's kicked out his neighborhood, everyone knows is a snitch. Everybody knows it. And you bring them, so that my thing, that was the discrepancy there. I was just pointing out that like many others were, right? Now, I think actually that Vato handled himself correct, the blue guy, when Wack started yelling. There's only two ways to handle yourself. Now, it did look like he went a little pee-pee. He did a little pee-pees, right? It did look like a little pee-pee was running down the leg. But, hey, I think it was more so shocked than anything because he's not used to having people come at him like that. But when you're dealing with Wack 100, you have to do your research, man, and know the type of character he is. He uses bullying tactics to punk people or to make it give the illusion that he punks people. When in all actuality, all he's doing is screaming and fucking up his blood pressure. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And so when he did that, I seen dude was shocked. Dude didn't know what to say and kind of got him in the boo-boo, right? With myself, I was fully prepared for what Wack 100 was going to say. And I already know the shenanigans. And again, I called him. He didn't call me. I called Wack 100 with the intentions of finding out exactly why he made it a point to treat that blue dude the way he did, Because regardless of what the blue guy thinks or anyone else thinks, I'm going to ride with the raza first and foremost. North, south, doesn't matter. And if I see one of my own, which I consider my own, he ain't got to consider me his own, fuck him. But if I consider him my own and I see someone outside of the ethnicity trying to get over on him, I'm going to say something. Just like if I see him trying to get over on someone outside the ethnicity, I'm going to say something too. Because that ain't the get down. That's not how the raza is supposed to do it. We're supposed to show love for everyone, man, but keep ours in mind first and foremost. Just what it is, right? And I think everyone does that to a certain point. But there are some that don't know how to act, and they want to be all on the chorra of the other guys, right? I'm not them. I'm not one of them. So anyways, Cholo Juan did a video yesterday, and he pointed out a lot of things. But hey, nice one, Cholo. I see you, right? I know what this video was all about. Cholo Juan gave me my props saying my clip was loaded, saying that I was prepared for Wack 100, saying that I redeemed the blue guy because he felt that the blue guy made a puddle of pee-pee everywhere, right? Which a lot of content creators thought, even myself in the beginning. There's a lot of people that thought he fucking just pissed all over the whole room. We don't even got to mop that up, squeegee that up, right? And they felt because of the way I conducted myself, and this is according to Cholo Juan in his video, that I redeemed the raza, basically. Not necessarily the blue guy. Fuck what he's going through. That's his own thing, right? Just like me, right? He'll say the same thing. But that I redeemed the look of the raza. We ain't got to redeem each other. We stay strong. See, my whole point is the raza, we have already the accolades. We have what it takes. Everyone knows what we're about as brown people, right? Our head should never bow. Our head should forever be strong and up. That's what I believe, right? I don't think one vato with a fucking agenda, because he got called what he really is, and I'm talking about Wack 100, can make anyone in the brown world look bad. If anything, he makes himself look bad. He don't make his people look bad because his people don't claim him. He makes himself look bad. He's one man and one man only, and one man is not going to make the raza bow down. At least not where I'm from, right? Period. So, however people conduct themselves in life is how they conduct themselves. Not everyone was raised the same way, or everyone's cut from that cloth, or everyone knows what it is. Cholo Juan mentioned in the video that Gunner's been to YA, Gunner's been to prison. And yeah, I'm prepared for shenanigans. That the preparation is real. Prison, youth authority, all that made me aware of doing time around guys just like Wack 100. Motherfuckers with big mouths that yell all day but ain't really about that action. Now I know in the blue guy's case, it was a little bit more tricky. The excuses were a little bit more different. There was, Wack knows where this Vato's at. He knows where he lives. He'll pull up. He'll do this. He'll do that. And I understand when you have familia, when she gets real, you have to think about that above any gang ties, any politics, anything. So I'm going to give him that. Today, I'm a nice guy. I'm recovering from being sick. I'm going to give him that, right? He's right. See, I didn't look at it that way. I'm far from Wack. I could have talked my shit, but I didn't. I held my ground as a man until he started disrespecting me. Then I let him know, hey, we ain't no punks. I mean, I ain't no punk. You ain't going to talk to me like you talk to other guys, right? But then again, people are saying, yeah, but the other guy, man, he knew exactly. Look, it doesn't matter. When you're living that life, when you're active, when you're proclaiming you're a fucking tough guy, you got to be tough 24 hours a day. You can't be tough 23-1. This ain't the shoe. You got to be fucking tough all the time. That's the thing. Okay, Wack 100 talks tough all the time. Being tough, I don't know. I couldn't tell you if he is or isn't. One thing I can tell you is I'm not impressed. I'm not fooled. I'm not played. And I'm definitely not surprised, nor am I scared, right? When it comes to the blue guy, you know, I don't know him like that. He talked about me a lot, way more than I talked about him, like he knows me, but he don't know me. And he don't want to know me, right? The only thing he needs to know is if you're going to be a tough guy, you got to be a tough guy all the time. Don't be a tough guy with the raza and be scared when it comes to blacks, period. When it comes to fucking Wack 100, stop it already. Everyone has you figured out. You're trying to bait someone into saying something you can tell the feds. Get out of here, right? Cholo Juan was absolutely right. Did I try to redeem the raza? I did in that moment. I tried to redeem us from looking like fools because everybody was talking about how Wack 100 punked another Mexican. So I held it down. Was my intentions to do that? No, my intention was to have a civilized conversation. I don't know where I was going there, right? But a civilized conversation with an individual I knew I couldn't. And trying to make something out of what happened. I wasn't trying to get involved in his business. I was trying to find out, because I'm a content creator, man. That's what I do. And I had action at him. What the fuck happened, Humps? Why'd you feel it necessary to do that? Did you know that this dude was talking shit about you in the past? Why didn't you have that fucking... Because look at people are saying, oh, why didn't the blue guy say something to Wack when he was there? First of all, he should have never even invited him to his podcast right off the top. He should have been like, hey, that Valto's not welcome here, Holmes. He's a rat. He's not welcome. This is how I feel about him. If he pulls up, we're going to have to pull out. That's it. Wack, hey, should have kept that energy when he was there because he already knew what time it was. According to what's going on No Jumper, they're saying it was a setup, an old Folsom setup. Wack already knew. But see, this is Wack's game. That's how he plays. He plays the long, slow game, then the go hard game. This is what it is. To him, it's like sex. He loves talking shit about other men better than he loves having sex. He's a trip. He went there already fully knowing exactly who Blue Guy was, exactly what that was going. He knew all that already, right? And that was the old rock him to sleep, rock-a-bye, baby, because he don't want it just as much as anyone else don't want it. But you notice he pulled up thick just in case he couldn't hold his motherfucking tongue, right? That's that. Now, the blue guy said, oh, they pulled up thick. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. I've been on Yadadas just by myself. By my fucking self, homie, when I was active. Stop it, man. Stop it. I don't give a fuck how many pulled up. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. You don't fuck. What do you think being active means? You win all the time? Being active means you're in the trenches and this whatever. That's what it means. I get tired of all these guys because of my status. Like, I don't know, Humps. Like, I forgot. I know what it is to be active and not active. I know what it is why I stepped through. I know fucking rata. I know what it is. You know? At the same time, I appreciate people like Cholo Juan that at least keep it real. At least know how to separate business from what it is. At least know how to understand this YouTube shit ain't the street shit, but the street shit can become the YouTube shit if the YouTube shit wants to become the street shit. You understand that everyone can get street, everyone can get YouTubers too. It doesn't matter where it's at or how it goes down. At the end of the day, it's all about respect, treating other men with respect. Understand this. This all stems from disrespect. All this shit. Cholo Juan wouldn't be making a video about me, which it was respectful, and I hope you guys tap in. I wouldn't be making a reaction or nothing back. I wouldn't be, nobody would be making videos if it didn't stem from one fat motherfucker talking shit about someone, and then when you have your time to shine, you pee. That's it. And vice versa. Now, I'm not saying who that fat fucker was. I'll let you figure it out. As a man of my word, man, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect the blue guy. Wack 100, all bets are off, bro. You disrespect people's jefitas, their mothers. What is it about your mom you don't like that you disrespect others? Did she treat you bad, man? And I noticed when I mentioned J Diggs, pobre, see, the vato fucking goes crazy. Don't say J Diggs anywhere around Wack 100. Period. That vato will lose. Hey, he'll fucking start drooling and that vato, hey, he looks for the nearest exit and it's over the phone. That vato's the running man. That vato's doing the the right stuff. He's trying to get to the right exit, right? Okay, he was gone. That vato, he gets upset, huh? What is it about another man wanting to see that upsets you? I'm scared. Anyways, Cholo Juan, he kept it real about me in his video. He said that I redeemed. And look, I know what Cholo Juan was doing. I'm going to be real because I'm a real motherfucker, right? Cholo Juan doesn't like the blue guy. And the blue guy doesn't like him. for whatever reasons. I understand Cholo Juan's misgivings with him and not liking him. I understand Cholo Juan was put in the hot seat. He was set up on that podcast. I felt bad for him, man. Not that I don't think he can conduct himself and hold his own. I already know what the get down is with Cholo Juan. You know, I've heard about it on the calles, and I've seen it, right? But with Cholo Juan, and he pulled up alone, man. You know, that was fucked up. The way he was set up, the way Vato treated him. And so I can understand Cholo Juan being mad at that dude or upset. But this was this video about me was basically a shot at him. He utilized me and what I did to say, look, puto, even a DO could do it. I'm not a dropout, man. I'm not a non-active gang member. People use that term very loosely, dropout nowadays. And I'm to the point now where I don't even give a fuck anymore, right? I wasn't part of the Big Four. Never was involved in that. So I couldn't be a dropout, right? But I am a non-active gang member, man. I stepped back. I got off, you know, on my own people. And you know, it is what it is. I had a chance to be good again and all that. And I chose my kids and my family and me over everything, right? You know, you wake up, you realize, it doesn't mean I'm a punk though, or I'm scared. It just means I'm not trying to go out there and hurt my raza anymore or gangbang. Like I'm not going to fight for something I don't believe in anymore, right? But doesn't mean I hate and I talk shit about them because that's not what's going to happen here. I respect everyone, north, south, bulldogs, everything. And I even respect the blue guy enough to say, you know, as long as he keeps my name out of his mouth, I won't say his name. And we could do it like that. And, you know, the pee-pee is real. It's okay, pee-pee. My dog pee-pees sometimes. He pees and I got to clean it up. You know what I mean? Hey, watch out when you walk into the pocket. There might be, what do they call? Puppy pads. You got to put puppy pads everywhere from the dribble. Follow the dribble. Follow the dribble. Cholo Juan took the perfect opportunity, the perfect chance to put that dude on blast. I'm saying this, even to Cholo Juan, as brown men, we need to respect and uplift each other, man. I don't give a fuck what anyone says about me, how anyone feels. I get shit talked about me every day, all day. It's all good, man, in the hood, man. You know, but last thing I'm going to do is let someone like Wack 100 destroy the content of my character. He was bringing up all kinds of bullshit. The shit with American Cholo, all that. Like, that shit's old. You remember, and I've said it before, man, I'm not the only content creator that pushed it out. I'm the only one that apologized and took it down when I realized what it was. I got bamboozled and played just like everyone else. I was just man enough to say, hey, man, I apologize, bro. That's what's real. You know, and I'm still, Wack, I am still, what has it been now? About a week and a half? I'm still waiting for that, to show that text message with that paperwork that I sent you, right? We're still waiting? What did I say in the video? I'll go get out the homeboy beast. He got that shit. And when you get at it, I'll be right here still. At the end of the day, what does it matter? I showed the world and I retracted it because that's what real ones do. I'm not perfect, man. The blue guy's not perfect. Wack 100's not even perfect. Cholo Juan's not perfect. None of us are perfect, man. But I'm permanent. And I'm right here. You know, so did I try or did I set forth to redeem the raza? No, if that happened, I don't see how it happened. I know Cholo Juan saying I was ready and I looked harder. But to be honest with you, I'm embarrassed, man. I'm embarrassed that the brown people having to keep proving ourselves. That we put ourselves in our own positions and we hate on each other. You know, I don't want to hate on another brown man, man. I don't want to get hated on by another brown man. It's not going to stop. You know, and I'm never going to let a disruptor disrupt us. So yeah, Wack 100, fuck him, man. You know, do I think, oh yeah, cool, he talked about the blue guy. That's cool. Nah, I think that's fucked up that you put him in that position, but he put himself in that position as well. You can't talk shit about people, man, and then bow down like the West Side Connection later on. You got to keep the same energy. If you're going to be active all the time. Don't only be active when you're around 7 goons. Be active when you're on your own. That's the true definition of active. I've been done that, man. I've hit yards, had to take the shirt off by myself with 100 fucking enemigos right there wanting to get at me with pieces. Have you ever been in that position? No. You haven't even been in juvenile hall. With that being said, gracias to Cholo Juan, man. Regardless of how we feel because of status, he's a vato. It reminds me a lot of my homeboys. I know that if there wasn't none of this gang shit involved, we could kick back. I mean, chaluca. We clown, man, that vato, right? But you guys go tap in, show some support to the raza, show some support to Cholo Juan, and I appreciate you guys, man. You already know what it is. I'm still recovering, man. I was sick. My kid, she got me sick, man. My little baby daughter. You know, kids, they go to school, they get you sick and shit. Anyways, thumbs up, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all the raza. Even the blue guy, man. I ain't got no issues. But I don't like you. Fuck you. Hey, how do you say it? Fuck you. And then Tony shot him. Bang, bang.